What is going on, my superheroes? Rhymestyle here, and today we're reviewing episode 5 of My Hero Academia. And this episode was kind of more in-between stuff. Now we get more introduction of the characters, and we also get to see mostly the powers of other characters. So we're back right after the exam, and the first day of school is upon us. And now Deku is thrown. First of all, he has an interesting homeroom teacher who is known as the Eraser, and apparently, according to how All Might makes it sound, this guy's kind of an asshole. Not like in he hates everybody, more way. Not like in that he hates everyone kind of way, but more in like a like I'm strict. I'm like really rough on you. I'm so rough to the point where I probably don't care if you're a rookie or if it's day one of class or what. Like I will crush you type of way. And while that's not necessarily a bad thing, it's also not necessarily a good thing. The bad thing is, well, he can crush people, and according to what his rule says, if you get placed last in my test today, you're out, you're expelled, which is kind of harsh, you might think. But at the same time, he does make a good point, because as a hero, you don't know what to expect. As a hero, it's your duty to save the people around you, to save the heroes around you, to be a upstanding citizen or a superhero that helps the citizens around you to basically survive, to live. If there's villains, asteroids, natural disasters, whatever, it's a tough job to be a hero. So he's really just preparing for that. So it's not necessarily he's kind of an asshole, it's just that he's a little tough. And like he said, my exam for today is if you get placed last, you get kicked out. Now, I read the manga, I know what happens, so we're not going to discuss that, and try not to like spoil that in the comment section below to those who are not reading the manga and are only watching the show. But I know where it's going, so I see what kind of character he is, but it's kind of cool to see that he cares, essentially. You might think he doesn't care, but he actually does care. Now, the cool thing I like about this episode is the fact that it focuses mostly on the characters, the superheroes in Deku's class. He shows up, he gets right into the outfit, and they show up what everybody's capable of. Now, the first question I have for you guys is, from the powers that were shown off today, from the whole engine that we saw with the guy with the glasses, to Uraka's gravity, I hope I said her name right, I'm pretty sure I butchered her name, but whatever. Her gravity power, Deku's One for All, or Bakugo's explosions. Of all those powers, which one do you want the most and why? Comment below. Now with me, this is a tough one, man. Like, I want to say Bakugo's explosions are really cool. If you want to be a superhero, like that's like the power you need to, like, you know, to destroy evil. But at the same time, I can see some limitation with it, and I guess based on how you use it is how you use it. Duh. But looking at the other powers, for example, the gravity, the ability to control gravity is awesome to me, because I can tap myself, make myself lighter, I can take and make myself fly. I'm sure if she masters her ability, she can do that, and if she does do that at some point, don't tell me yet, because I'm not that far in the manga. I stopped reading the manga so I can watch the anime first. But controlling gravity is awesome, and we see her as she throws a ball, and it goes to infinity, which is kind of cool. Then we have Deku, of course, who has this incredible quirk that he unfortunately can't control yet, but I'm sure once he gets to control it, it becomes amazing. Super strength. And then we also have the engine, which is kind of cool, but I don't know how you would use it just quite yet, just because, like I said, I've only gotten so far in the manga, and I'm watching the anime on a weekly basis, so I can't really judge that one. And of course, you got the other ones, like, what were some of the other ones? I will say, the belly button beam is stupid. I mean, you always gotta have that one power that's kind of like useless, not really useless, but weird and abstract, and that's that one in this series. And I probably wouldn't want that one, but from the other ones, from what I saw, I'm gonna go with Bakugo. I like the idea of blowing stuff on my hands, so if I was a superhero, that would be like the ultimate power to have. On top of that, based on how you use it, you have so many ways to use it, to craft it, to get the job done, so I'm gonna go with that one. It's kind of a tough choice. Either way, this episode shows off everybody basically using their powers to succeed the test. We see them using various tactics, like Bakugo using the explosion in his hand to propel himself in a running test. We see the guy with the belly button beam shoot himself so he can like pass the running test. We see freaking Deku I like this one. Deku freaking just got this power like yesterday, and he managed to learn to throw the ball so he can pass the test, and only focus enough power, or focus his power in his finger to just not, first of all, he didn't even break it. He hurt it pretty badly, but didn't break it. Didn't like overpower it. But he focused his power enough to throw that ball and pass the test. That was incredible. That was actually my favorite part in that episode. Which, by the way, what was your favorite part? Comment below. I'm pretty sure everyone's going to say that same part too, just because it was a pretty exciting part. My phone is ringing. Can you not? But yeah, this episode mostly focuses on the other characters in the school and the powers that they can do. So I guess that's all I can really say for now. Now, by the way, to those wondering what Kaggy is, we actually ran some scheduling issues. I got a couple issues going on my side, so we did not get a chance to record our reviews together, but next week we'll have everything back to regular scheduled program. We'll do a review on my channel, and then we'll do like a discussion on his, so stay tuned for that next week. But for now, just enjoy this one-person interview, not interview, but review of episode 5 of My Hero Academia. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. The cool thing is I like, oh yeah, actually, you know what? The power that I would want? No, I'm gonna stick with Bakugo. I was gonna say the eraser guys, the teacher, he has a cool power of being able to just stop someone's power, but at the same time, that only really applies to heroes. And if I'm, you know, if I come against like a villain, like a robber or something, then that's gonna be kind of useless, you know, in that situation, unless they all have powers in that universe. But it was kind of cool power to see he's able to control other people's powers, just erase them and take them away if he wants to at will. And he initially did that to Deku as he started throwing the ball, and he was like, look, either you can just use your power and just be useless and then get saved and then endanger everybody around you, or just do nothing at all. And by the way, I like that motivation. Like, he did not believe in Deku at all, and Deku was like, you know what, screw this. I got this. I got this, bruh. And then he ended up passing the test with flying colors, literally, as he threw the ball, and it flew 705 meters, I think it was. I forgot what Bakugo's score is, but I think he either barely beat him or got about the same score. I don't really remember what the original score was. But either way, he was able to control his power with, like, no training at all, so it's kind of cool to see the ability of One For All developing in a matter of just a day so far. So I cannot wait to see what else is next to come. The next week, I'm not gonna say much about next week. I know what happens next week, but I'm excited for the episode solely because, well, I love what they did in the manga. So I'm hoping that they pull everything off in one episode as opposed to splitting into two, and I cannot wait to see how that's gonna play out in next week's episode of My Hero Academia. But for now, I'll leave with that. So yeah. Anyways, my name is Rhymestyle. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you have any other questions, comments, feedback, just drop me a comment. And I guess I will see all you amazing superheroes in the comment section below. Peace.